Okay, now the story in Infamous 2 is much better than the first one's story. I'll say it right there. It is much better than the first one. Because if you don't know me, I played the Infamous 1 game and just didn't really care for it. Didn't like the characters, didn't like the story. And this one, it's much different. You have the same character as the first game, Cole McGrath, who is of course a superhero with lightning abilities, and he got that from a freak accident in the beginning of the first game. This one, he is trying to train and find a way to become really powerful so he can defeat this thing called the Beast, which is a prophesized monster to come out of nowhere and destroy everything and kill Cole McGrath, of course. He, of course, tries to do this, but he fails because the thing comes early and destroys everything. Now he wakes up in New Marais, and this new city, New Marais, and he has to go and find out a way to beat this beast, and on his way to find out, he has to meet up with different characters. He has to try to beat this other villain in this city named Bertrand, who turned everybody against freaks pretty much, and there's also a bunch of freaks running around, a bunch of monsters, and you have to defeat them, and you have to defeat Bertrand, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on in the story. I'm going to say it right now, I really enjoyed the hell out of the story. I thought it was much better than the first one. Like I said earlier, I really like the characters in this game. Didn't like Cole in the first one, loved him in this one. Zeke, his comrade or whatever you want to call him. He was annoying in the first one, much better in this one, and everybody else was just very likable character. And the script was better, dialogue better, story was better. I really liked the story. So let's go on to the sound. Alright, now the sound in Infamous 2. Let's talk about the good of the sound in Infamous 2. Alright, the voice acting is phenomenal in this game. It really is. Everybody that actually talks in this game, there's no voice actor that sounds bad, really. In the first one, I thought the main character, Cole McGrath, had just a terrible voice actor. I did not like him. He did not sound good. In this one, they got a new voice actor, and he sounds much better. It's either they got a new one, or they told this guy, hey, come here, be good. And he was like, okay. So he's great in this game. I don't know who plays him, but he does a great job. All the other voice actors are great. The sound design's really good. Of course, you have a character that can shoot lightning out of his hands. You have to have a good sound design, and it is great. All the destruction going around, because there's actually a lot of destruction in this game, like destructible environments and like big monsters coming up and just trying to kill you. And I mean, it sounds all great. It really does. And the soundtrack also is really good. So I really like the sound. So there you go. Let's go on to the graphics. Alright, now the graphics for Infamous 2. The graphics are amazing. They are. I'll say it right there. They really are. They look clean, polished, and very nice for a sandbox game. If this was a linear game, it would still look really nice, but because it's a sandbox game, and of course you have to create this whole freaking city, it looks great. The special effects look really nice. Of course you have to talk about that because your character does a whole bunch of different moves and stuff, like lightning, and sometimes later on you'll get new moves, and they all look great. The environments look really nice and polished. The enemies and all the other character models, including Cole McGrath and all the cutscenes, they all look really nice. And overall, the graphics are just really nice. They really are. It looks great. It's a PS3 game, so usually PS3 exclusives, at least, look fantastic, and no different with this one. It really does. So let's go on to the gameplay. Alright, now the gameplay for Infamous 2. This is the reason why I went through the sound and the graphics so fast, is so I can actually talk about the gameplay some more. I mean, a lot more, because there is a lot of stuff in this game, and I'll say it, I love the hell out of this freaking game. It was so much fun. It was much better than the first one. I didn't care for the first one. In this one, they got rid of a lot of the problems, like the cheap AI, the story. They made it much better. Even the voice acting and some of the gameplay mechanics, like the platform, they made it much better in this game. So let me talk about what's actually in the game if you don't know. Of course, you play as Cole McGrath, so he can go and climb on walls and stuff, and it's much better in this one. It's more like Uncharted kind of, or Assassin's Creed kind of climbing. He just grabs onto different pieces of ledges and shit. It's not like he walks on the wall like Prototype or Incredible Hulk. And it's much better in this game. The combat's actually much better. The melee, it's just, it's simple combat, but it's cool that they added an actual good combat system. It's just, you press one button, then you do another button for a finisher. It's pretty simple, but, it works. Of course, they added an upgrade system in this game, but it's more like a unlock different moves kind of system. Not really upgrade. You don't really upgrade anything, really. Just unlock different moves, and that's really cool. I like that. You know, upgrading stuff, that's cool, but I would love to unlock much more things in the game. And it's all around if you become a good guy or an evil guy, because if you become a good guy, then you unlock the good moves. If you're an evil guy, you unlock the evil moves, and it's all based on a blue and a red. So you could get some blue lightning if you're a good guy, and a red lightning if you're a bad guy, which is also a really cool feature. You also have, of course, the whole sandbox environment to roam around, and when you're roaming around, you go collect these little crystals that help gain more energy for your electric moves, so you can use more of them. And also, you can stop little muggings and kill police officers, or do other evil things or good things, so you can raise your good or evil bar, whatever you want to be. If you want to be evil, kill policemen. If you want to be good, stop muggings. That's cool. And also, you have these user-generated content missions where other users in the inFamous world can go and make their own missions and send them out in the world, and that's really, really cool. You can play those missions, and they're a lot of fun. I play like 2 or 3. Really cool stuff. Very difficult sometimes because, of course, people want to troll. And just overall, there's so much in inFamous 2 that I can't talk about every single little thing, but I'm going to say right here, this game is definitely worth the $60. I'm actually sad that I did not buy this game, and I bought stuff like freaking, I'm going to buy stuff like Alice Madness Returns, which is, like, I heard like a 5-hour game. So it makes me kind of sad, but I might buy this when it gets a little cheaper. I thoroughly enjoyed this game. I think you guys should go pick it up yourselves. Don't make the same mistake I did. Thank you, and goodbye.